Hey,
New
dope,
album,
man. Cool,
Domino.
yeah. New Domino
Available
album.
everywhere. You've been promoting it very well.
Thank you,
The socials is very well.
Thanks. Yeah, album Domino. The response has been amazing.
Move that.
For everyone who has seen the album or seen the album. Well, you guess you can see the album.
Yeah,
There's some
visual
visuals and
component.
stuff. I'd say see because I wanted this whole kind of like film aesthetic with it, and you know, even the little stuff like saying now showing, now playing. I've been working on, and so. But yeah, dude, like super dope. Streaming everywhere, having a blast. Got more videos, got more content coming as far as with the album. So we're even gonna see now that it's out, see it kind of take on its own life and just throw branding into that.
Yeah, new merch on the way.
Hey, yeah. New merch, old merch, some exclusive stuff, some collectors, get this collection catalog up. So I know that there are some purchasers that have like photos that are pretty rare now. So we're gonna be reissuing some of the older kind of stuff out, and you know, getting a chance for those first responders to kind of appreciate some value in some of their merch that they bought. So
talk about just your ability. You've been an independent artist as long as I've known you. You've partnered with a label, indie label before. You're indie again now. I mean, you've always been indie, but like it's just you. Talk about what I appreciate about you is that you're a multifaceted artist, meaning that you're a visual artist, you're a cinematographer, you design. Can you share like why do you think that's important in this climate? You know what I mean? Like you're down to make TikTok videos, like you're really out here immersing yourself in all expressions of creativity, and I think a lot of people are afraid to like dive in that deep. Can you just briefly talk about that, because I think there's a lot of depth in there.
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that drives me to just even learning new technologies, you know, that's kind of the big part as far as this environment, say like in this climate, learning different things and learning different disciplines.
Right.
That's just important in general.
Absolutely.
And so when it comes to, you know, the internet, we've grown up in that, seeing it change. And so for me, it's like, it's just, you know, say if you have engineering, right, and you're on your specific, you know, I love this DAW, I love Logic or whatever, and all of a sudden you have Soundsplice coming through and all these other new products. Right. It's exciting for me to see what's new. I think there's a side of you that wants to hold on to what you know, and maybe it's you don't have the time to learn something new. But we've all seen that, you know, those who make the time to learn something new always stay current. And so that's important both in business, but also just in evolving in art. You know, I can't miss out on opportunities to create good art with the tools if I'm not.
I mean, we was talking about, I was telling you earlier about Trey Little, who I just had on the channel, and I was like, man, he started out and he was on some like just 7-8 TikTok videos a day, 300 videos, and then he's at 400,000 followers on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? His social media numbers have tripled, and he's like, he's on. Like he's on because of TikTok. And talk about like your mentality and being fearless to approach a platform that really isn't our generation's platform, if we're honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to be humble and immerse ourselves into something new. So can you just talk about your mentality and your relentlessness in that?
Well, now that I'm older, it's funny you say our generation, because it's like,
well, you're younger than I am. I just turned 35. You're younger than me.
Oh, we're I'm 32.
Okay.
So like with TikTok, I with generationally even it being, you know, introducing learning. First off, you go in and you learn how people talk there. You know, you got to be cool. I remember when I was younger and, you know, my mom got on Facebook and I'm like, you're not even Facebooking right. And by that time, we were on our way out. So it's kind of the same. But just getting there, learning the different. TikTok has so many different ways that you can brand yourself in there and create content. You know, if you want to go the Vine approach and do loops, or, you know, do your chops and do your cuts, you can do that, or you can just go straight that. But getting in there, learning the conversation not only is good for just the skill, but just also just adapting to and affecting the culture in general. How am I gonna speak to someone if all of the kids, quote unquote, are in TikTok? Then that's the entire next generation. If I don't know how to speak that language, I'm like my, well, not my dad now, but like my dad who's on Google, like, where is it? You know, I'm not gonna play my dad like that. He's not that computer literate, but you know, it took some time.
Can you scoot in just a tad bit?
Oh yeah.
We could be in that frame. There you go. Boom.
So yeah, that's important. I mean, it's also important to not look corny. You know, not look like you're trying too hard. But at the same time, if you're looking like you're trying too hard, then go with that as an aesthetic.
Yeah, and the thing about TikTok is anybody can kind of do it.
Yeah.
There's guys that are like there's gym videos, there's Bible verse of the day videos, and then there's funny videos. It's like such a wide spectrum. What do you personally have in the pipeline next? I know you've been super on the music side. What is your 2020 like? What are you forecasting for this year for JGivens?
Well, for sure, I'm going to be putting out another tape.
Okay.
I don't even know if I want to. I guess I'd probably commit it to the name of my heart. So this is called a Jetpack tape.
Oh.
That's a first.
Kind of on the fly exam tip with the exclusive.
Well, yeah, like it's jetpack thing. There's this flight thing, there's this falling thing, this landing thing, and then what happens after? It's like domino, game's over. What's next? Bow. And to further answer that, so with that, my mentality for me is really being able to flesh out a lot of my visual artistic ideas, scored on the back of different, as far as music content, I'm just gonna try to onslaught as best I can. Okay. So I'll put out something structured like a project, but still be just putting sounds out in order to score kind of these visual things, and I'm really pushing that with like a lot of short form content.
Got you.
So
got you. In this climate, from your experience, you've done business but completely by yourself, where you've done all the visuals. You're a multifaceted artist. You've worked with Humble Beast, which was fruitful for the season I was in. You've rubbed shoulders with some. Is it rub shoulders or rub elbows? I always get that.
Rub elbows.
With some major labels, different situations. In this climate, what do you think is the best for the emerging indie artist?
Yeah, it's definitely rub elbows, because rub shoulders is a massage.
Yeah.
For the what's the best route?
Yeah, like what's your opinion? Like what do you think? Like major, indie, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, major or those two. You got to go what works for you. I think that honestly, in this climate, those who are successful have a combination of both. I don't think that anyone who is successfully independent, or who is independent solely, these people that are successful, they don't not have the acumen of if they were on a major, whether that be from their history or whether they learn vicariously, they know how that works. Okay. So, and vice versa. I think that in order for the majors to be successful, they had to take on a lot of attributes of successful independent artists. And so now
that's a cool little, I never really thought about it that way. Yeah, that's good.
So it's important to know both, because you never know on what time you're going to get it. I've had deals slid to me on the table when I didn't expect it. Yep. And for me to at least be prepared for that, to either say yes, no, or in between, I think that's important. So, and just keeping those options open. I know that independent artists are anti-label a lot from, either how it runs or experiences. But I think that the major label industry is gonna get socked again.
Yeah, I think it's gonna evolve. I think we're gonna see the major labels feel. This is gonna sound weird. Feel more like DistroKid and TuneCore.
That's No. They're gonna. I think that the majors are not gonna feel like that. I think that the DistroKids and the TuneCores are gonna be like, "Is this clean? This is clean, right?"
You can do whatever you want, man. Hide your kids, hide your wife. There might be some profanity on this live stream. All right, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Because I said shit, and I was like, oh man, I forgot.
You sure did cuss right in front of my 5-year-old son.
Like shit, shoot, oops. And then you can't with kids. They're like, I got it, cataloged. But I think that there might be a war to kind of just usurp that whole train, and it'll just change to direct to consumer. Artists going straight. We see it with the Frank Oceans and the Drakes and the Nicki Minaj's, etc. That Apple or Apple and these DSPs are gonna give the next 10 years a run for the money as far as how we distribute music.
Yeah. Frank Ocean changed the game with what he did, bro. That finesse. Yeah. That was the greatest heist in music industry history, bro.
It's cool too with him too, because it's the way that he did it was so like revolutionary, right? But on a scale of even looking at his trajectory and then the environment of independent artists, it's kind of like when he did it, it's like duh. Yeah. But not everyone knew that was a duh. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not only did he do it in a fly-way where he finessed Def Jam out of millions of dollars.
And made us watch him make a table or something.
Yeah, that was weird. he dang near single-handedly launched a new distribution. I don't know if you caught that. He launched STEM Distribution, which is who I actually distribute my music through.
Oh, wow.
STEM. No. Yeah. That was like one of their first marquee releases, was Frank Ocean. That indie release was through STEM, and STEM is now. I love STEM because STEM. I think we talked about this. I think we talked about this on the record before. But one of the things I like about the way the Spotify algorithm works is the primary. If there's multiple primary artists that are listed on a song, they both sets of followers get a notification. So, for example, the homie China Mac just dropped a song with Method Man, which is amazing. Shout out to China Mac. He's actually about to drop the visual. We could watch it. So he drops a song with Method Man, but historically we would have just put China Mac featuring Method Man.
Right.
But now with a stem, you can't do this with DistroKid. They charge you extra. But with a stem and a TuneCore, you could put China Mac primary artist, Method Man primary artist. So all of Method Man's fans get the notification that Method Man has new music out. It's really China Mac's song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I was FaceTiming with him earlier, and that joint had like 25,000 plays. You know what I'm saying? Basically, because you're kind of finessing the algorithm. So STEM, why I love STEM as a distribution outlet better than DistroKid is that because you can do that. And Frank Ocean, I believe, was one of like the first artists that came out on STEM.
Oh.
So.
And all the other kind of brands that kind of emerged after that with him, specific magazines, so many different outlets. I know.